Students, again I am just talking about the chapter number 3 only, but this time I did that is flow of execution in a function call. Flow of execution in a function call make a sense that how the program is being executed or run. My dear respected students, in that case, here in the bottom of the screen, I am just going to display the step-wise detail. Here it is, when this program start performing or when interpreter performing their work on this program, in such case, first of all, they move towards a first line, that is def addition, num1, num2. After that, because this is a function header, in that case, it automatically move towards point number 4, that is the call of main, or from point number 1, function header is there, and on point number 4, there is a main section starts. After that, they request from the user, that is num1 and num2. After that, it moved from point number 4, point number 5, and then it moved towards a point number 6, where actual function call is there. Again, when function call is there, it automatically move towards a point number 1, function header, and then it moves inside the body of the function and perform their work. Next, from this chapter, that is arguments and parameters. As simple definition of both arguments and parameters is written on the screen. Argument refers to the value being passed from main, whereas parameters value received from main. Here it is in the example which is written here. Def multiply a comma b, that is a function header, when a or b, a and b received a value from main, that is 5 and 10. My dear respected students, the value which is being passed from main, that is 5 comma 10, is considered as a actual arguments, and this actual arguments is also to be called as a argument. My dear students, similarly, when 5 is supposed to be stored in a variable, that is a, and 10 is supposed to be stored in a variable b, then this is to be called as a parameters, or it is also to be called as a functional parameters again. But here arguments in Python can be one of these values type, my dear student. Number 1 is a literals, number 2 is a variables, or number 3 is a expressions. You are requested to kindly concentrate here on 3 different examples. The heading is valid function call statement. My dear respected student, in first example with a blue color, I am supposed to write multiply 5 comma 10. Here both 5 and 10 is to be called as a literals. It means this is a valid function call where literals is supposed to be passed from a main and it goes to a function header or function definition. Next is, my dear students, here it is multiply a comma 10, where first is a variable. Here a is a variable and where 10 is a literal. It means the value of A, which is 10, is supposed to be stored in a variable A, whereas the value 10 is being stored in a variable that is a B. My dear student, in case of third example, here it is multiply A plus 1 comma 10, whereas here A plus 1 is a expression and 10, my dear student, is a literal. My dear student, you are requested to kindly just tell me the outputs in case of example number 1, where multiply 5 comma 10 is there. I think so that output will be 50. In second example, here it is A, where A is storing a value that is 10, and again they pass a value 10 to variable B. I think so that 10 is supposed to be multiplied by 10 and the output will be 100. Whereas in third case, multiply A plus 1 comma 10, where A plus 1 is an expression. Here A stored the value 10 and which is supposed to be added with 1, that is 10 plus 1 is 11 and 11 is supposed to be multiplied by B, where B is 10. It means that for third one is the output will be 110. Thank you, my dear students.